Will it be thunder, lightning, or rain?
When the noise of the battle is over and somebody has won.
That will happen before sunset.
Where should we meet?
Let's do it in the open field.
We will meet Macbeth there.
I'm coming, Grey Malkin.
My toad paddock calls me.
Fair is foul and foul is fair. Let's fly away through the fog and filthy air.
Yeah, I'm Duncan.
It is recording.
Okay.
God save the king!
The Thane of Cawdor, whatever, will never again betray me. Go announce that he will be executed. Macbeth and Cawdor titles will be given to him.
Where have you been, sister?
Killing pigs.
And you, sister?
A sailor's wife had chestnuts in her lap and munched away at them. Give me one, I said. For me, which it's cut off. I'm so sorry.
It's okay, we'll just edit
there
that out.
wasn't. Okay.
It's Bankovich.
It's Banquo, bitch. Do y'all want to start again?
No, you
Just let it roll record. We can
Yeah,
just...
we
Just go. Yeah, we have to edit it
A
out.
sailor's wife had chestnuts in her lap and munched away at them. Give me one, I said. Get away from me, witch, the fat woman cried. Her husband has sailed off to Aleppo as master of a ship called the Tiger. I'll sail there in a kitchen strainer, turn myself into a tailless rat, and do things to him. Here, I have the thumb of a pilot who was drowned while trying to return home.
A drum, Macbeth has come. Okay.
Can you talk a little bit louder?
See.
Yeah, that's a whole bit.
That's a whole bet right there.
Oh, but okay.
All right.
Bank. Who's Lady Macbeth? You wanna be Lady
I'll be
Macbeth?
Lady Macbeth.
Okay.
You want to put that dress on, though?
I don't think I fit that dress.
Fit that dress. Shut up,
Just
man.
put it over you, like in front of you.
Just duct tape it.
Honestly, yes. Let me get it.
Oh, shit.
That'd be so great.
Yeah.
Oh, you can cut it right now.
Oh yeah, just cut.
So it's not just a big chunk. Okay, I already clicked it.
Okay.
What news you got for me today?
Whoa, you skipped some shit, bro.
Oh,
What?
man.
Yeah,
Who's Macbeth?
me, bro.
Oh, you
It's Macbeth, motherfucker. Okay, ready? Okay, and action. I have never seen a day that was so good and bad at the same time.
How far is it supposed to be, Force?
Keep going, bro.
What are these creatures? They're so withered looking and crazily dressed. They don't look like they belong on this planet, but I see them standing here on Earth. Are you alive? Can you answer questions? You seem to understand me because each of you has put a gruesome finger to her skinny lips. You look like women, but your beards keep me from believing. You really are.
What news you got for me today?
The kings are coming here tonight. Hell yeah, dude.
Blasphemy. If the king were really coming, wouldn't Macbeth have told me so I could prepare? His servants.
Speak
Oh,
if you
okay.
can. What kind of creatures are you? We're gonna stop there.
Go.
All hail Macbeth! Hail to you, Thane of Glamis!
All hail Macbeth! Hail to you, Thane of Cawdor!
Oh, hail Macbeth, the future king.
You are lesser than Macbeth, but also greater.
You are not as happy as Macbeth, but much happier.
Your descendants will be king, even though you will not be one. So, all hail Macbeth and Banquo.
Shit.
Who is this bloody man? I bet he can tell us about the revolt.
This is the brave sergeant who fought to keep me from being captured. Hail, brave friend! Tell the king what was happening in the battle when you left it.
For a while, you couldn't tell who would win. The armies were like two exhausted swimmers clinging to each other, struggling in the water, unable to move. The villainous rebel MacDowell was supposed by foot soldiers and horsemen from Ireland to the Lady Luck was with him, smiling cruelly at his enemies as if she were his whore. But Luck and MacDowell together weren't strong enough. Brave Macbeth laughed at Luck, chopped his way through the door. MacDowell, who didn't even have time to say his goodbyes or shake hands before Macbeth split him open from his navel to his jawbone. it stuck its head on our castle walls.
Didn't this frighten our captains, Macbeth and Banquo?
The new challenge scared them about as much as sparrows fight eagles or rabbits fight lions. To tell you the truth, they fought the new enemies with twice as much force as before. They were like cannons loaded with double ammunition. Maybe they wanted to take a bath in their enemy's blood or make the battlefield as infamous as Golorthia, where Christ was crucified. I don't know, but I feel was weak. My wounds must be tended to.
Your words, like your wounds, bring you honor. Take him to his surgeons.
Am I
We're
done?
walking. Yeah, rolling. Yep.
Congrats on getting the title of Thane. Congrats.
The king sent us to give you his thanks and to bring you a reward. But your real reward won't come from us.
Thane of Cardor.
Yep, that's him. Alright. Can the devil tell the truth?
The Thane of Condor is still alive. Why are you giving me this title?
The Thane of Condor is still alive, but he's been sentenced to death and he deserves to die. I don't know whether he fought on Norway's side or if he secretly added to the rebels or if he fought with both of our.
Oh, but his treason, which has been proven, to which he's confessed, means he's finished. I'm talking to myself, so act like you're Jay chilling by yourself.
Go.
So, it's just like they said. Now I'm the Thane of Glamis and the Thane of Quador. And the best part, what they predicted is still to come. Thank you for the news. Aren't you beginning to hope your children will be kings? After all, the witches who said I was Thane of Cawdor promised them nothing less.
If you trust what they say, you might be on your way to becoming king, as well as Thane of Cawdor. But this whole thing is strange. The agents of evil often tell us part of the truth in order to lead us to our destruction. They earn out, stop laughing, they earn out trust by telling us the truth about little things. But then they betray us when it will damage us the most. Gentlemen, I'd like to have a word with you, please, now.
Okay. So far, the witches have told me 2 things that came true. So it seems like this will culminate into my becoming king. Thank you, gentlemen. This supernatural temptation doesn't seem like it could be a bad thing, but it can't be good either. If it's a bad thing, why was I promised the promotion that turned out to be true? Now I'm the Thane of Cawdor, just like they said I would be. But if this is a good thing, why do I find myself thinking about murdering King Duncan? A thought so horrifying that it makes my hair stand on the end of my heart and my heart pound inside my chest. The dangers that actually threaten me here and now frighten me less than the horrible things I'm imagining.
Look at Macbeth, he's in a daze.
If fate wants me to be king, perhaps fate will just make it happen and I won't have to do anything.
Macbeth is not used to his new titles. They're like new clothes. They don't fit until you break them in over time.
One way or another, what's going to happen is going to happen.
Good, Macbeth. We're ready when you are.
I beg your pardon. I was distracted, kind gentlemen. I won't forget the trouble you've taken for me whenever I think of this day. Let's go to the king. Think about what happened today, and when we both had time to consider things.
Scroll down. Scroll it down.
Okay.
Okay, just those two.
Yeah.
Okay. Absolutely.
Until then, we've said enough. Let's go, my friends. What? What was that?
Cawdor.
Yes. All right.
Please say Cardor. Please say Cardor.
Yeah, you definitely.
This is rolling.
Say it.
Say
Oh,
Cardor.
Okay.
Yeah, Cardor.
Okay, go.
Okay,
ready?
ready?
3, 2, 1.
Has the former Thane of Cawdor been executed yet? Haven't the people in charge of that come back?
My king, they haven't come back yet, but I spoke with someone who saw Cawdor die, And he said that Cawdor openly confessed his treasons, begging your highness's forgiveness, and repented deeply. He never did anything in his whole life that looked as good as the way he died. He died like someone who had practiced how to toss away his most cherished possession as if it were a worthless piece of garbage.
There's no way to read a man's mind by looking at this face. I trusted Cawdor completely.
Okay, scene.
The opportunity to serve you is its own reward. Your only duty, your highness, is to accept what we owe you. Our duty to you and your state is like the duty of children to their father and servants to their masters. By doing everything we can to protect you, we're only doing what we should.
You are welcome here by making you Thane of Cawdor. I have planted the seeds of a greater career for you, and I will make sure they grow. Noble Banquo. You deserve no less than Macbeth, and everyone should know it. Let me bring you close to me and give you the benefits of my love and goodwill.
Then, if I accomplish anything great, it will be a credit to you.
My joy is so overwhelming it brings tears to my eyes. My son, relatives, lords, and all those closest to me, I want you to witness that I will bestow my kingdom on my eldest son, Malcolm. Today I name him the Prince of Cumberland land, and Malcolm isn't going to be alone in receiving honors. Titles of nobility will shine like stars and on you who deserve them. And now let's go on to the castle and Inverness, where I will become even more obligated to you because of your hospitality.
I'm not happy unless I can be working for you. I will go ahead and bring my wife the good news that you are coming. With that, I'll be off.
My worthy Cawdor.
Malcolm is now the Prince of Cumberland. To become king myself, I'm either going to have to step over him or give up, because he's in my way. Stars, hide your light so no one can see the terrible desires within me. I won't let my eye look at what my hand is doing, but in the end, I'm still going to do that thing I'd be horrified to see.
Go.
You're right, Banquo. Macbeth is every bit as valiant, as you say, and I am satisfied with these praises of him. Let's follow after him. Now that he has gone ahead to prepare our welcome, he is a man without equal.
Yep.
Oh,
Agreed.
is that it?
The witches met me on the day of my victory in battle, and I have since learned that they have supernatural knowledge. When I tried desperately to question them further, they vanished into thin air. While I stood spellabouts, messengers from the king arrived and greeted me as the Thane of Cawdor, which is precisely how...
Megan, you're actually the devil.
Can we just
Which is
continue?
special-
Wait, you just started
Keep
over.
going.
Which is preciously how the weird sisters saluted me before, calling me... How weird the sisters saluted me before. Calling me the future king. I thought I should tell you this too.
Okay.
Go. I'm rolling right now.
Okay. The witches met on the day of the victory in battle, and I have since learned that they have supernatural knowledge. When I tried to...
3.
The witches met me on the day of the victory in battle, and since I have learned that they have supernatural knowledge, when I tried desperately to question them further, they vanished into thin air. While I stood spellbound, messengers from the king arrived and greeted me as Thane of Cawdor, which is precisely how the sisters had saluted me before calling me the future king. As I thought I should tell you this news, my dearest partner in greatness, so that you could rejoice along with me the greatness that is promised to us. Keep it a secret, and farewell. What news do you bring?
The king is coming here tonight.
You must be crazy to say that. Isn't Macbeth with the king? Wouldn't Macbeth have told me in advance so I could prepare if the king was really coming?
I'm sorry, but it's the truth. Macbeth is coming. He sent a messenger ahead of him who arrived here so out of breath that could barely speak in his message.
Take good care of him. He brings great news.
All right, go.
So the messenger is short of breath like the horse's raven.
Just keep going, dude.
The messenger is short of breath like a horse's raven as he announces Duncan's entrance into my fortress where he will die. Come, you spirits that assist murderous thoughts, Make me less of a woman and more like a man, and fill me from head to toe with dead cruelty. Thicken my blood and clog my veins so I remorse, so that no human compassion can stop my evil plan or prevent me from accomplishing it. Come, my female breast, and turn my mother's milk into poisonous acid, you murdering demons. Wherever you hide, invisible, waiting to do evil, come thick night and cover the world in the darkest smoke of hell, so that my sharp knife can't see the wounds cut open, so that heaven can't peep through the darkness and cry, no, stop.
Action.
My dearest love, Duncan is coming here tonight.
And when is he leaving?
He plans to leave tomorrow.
The day will never come. Your face betrays strange feelings, my lord. The people will be able to read it like a book. In order to deceive them, you must appear the way they expect you to look. Greet the king with a welcome expression in your eyes. Look your hands, your words. You should look like an innocent flower, but act like the snake that hides under the flower. The king is coming. He has to be taken care of. Let me handle tonight's preparations, because tonight will change everything in the day of our rest of our lives.
We will speak about this further.
You should project a peaceful mood, because if you look troubled, you will arouse suspicion. Leave the rest to me.
The fact that this summer bird, the house martin, builds his nest here proves how inviting the breezes are. There isn't a single protrusion in the castle walls where these birds haven't built their hanging nests to sleep and breed. I've noticed that they always like to settle and mate where the air is nicest.
Look, here comes our honored hostess. Sometimes the love my subjects bring me is inconvenient, but I still accept it as love. In doing so, I am teaching you to thank me for the inconvenience I'm causing you by being here, because it comes from me, my love to you.
Everything we are doing for you, even if it were doubled and doubled again. Nothing is compared to the honors you have brought our family. We gladly welcome you as our guests with gratitude for both the honors you have given us before and new honors you have just given us.
Where is Macbeth, the Thane of Cawdor? We followed closely after him. I hope to arrive there before him. But he rides swiftly. He is great love, which is as sharp as his spur. He helped us beat us there, fair and noble hostess. We are your guests tonight.
We are your service, your highnesses, and always our house and everything in it is at your disposal. For after all, we keep it in your trust. We are glad to give you back what's yours.
Give me your hand. Bring me to my host, Macbeth. I love him dearly, and I shall continue to whatever you...
I'm gonna drug the guards so that you can go in and kill Duncan and make it all look like an accident.
Okay, can I have the knife? Thank you. I'm gonna sneak into his room and I'm gonna kill him.
Ding, ding, ding.
Time to kill. Okay, ready? Knock, knock, knock.
What happened?
I killed the guards and I killed Duncan and I brought the sword with me because I didn't know what to do.
You need to go wash your hands.
I can't get the stains off of me.
Go try.
Ah!
Set, go.
What's going on?
Duncan's dead.
Duncan's dead!
What?
Oh, Duncan's dead, lady. No.
Duncan's dead! Duncan's dead. The lady has fainted. Someone take care of the
Donald
lady.
Wait, Donald and Malcolm just ran off. Oh, I wonder if they did it.
That's a little suspicious, don't you think?
A little bit. The two murderers. You should know that it was Banquo who made your lives hell for so long. Which you always thought was my fault, but I was innocent. I showed you the proof at our last meeting. I explained how you were deceived, how you were thwarted, the things that were used against you, who was working against you, and a lot of other things that would convince even half-wit or a crazy person to say, Banquo did it!
Yes, you explained it all.
My lord, I've been so kicked around by the world and I'm so angry that I don't even care what I do.
There's Banquo and Fleance. Go kill them!
Scene.
I'll avenge my death, son!
Okay.
Hey, we killed Banquo, but Fleance fled.
Well, crap!
Sit down, your highness.
What? Blasphemy! Oh no!
iPhone's charging.
Okay, and then I say,
Is your phone on anything?
Okay, and then Lady Macbeth goes. Oh yeah, you can use mine. Lady Macbeth goes. Lady Macbeth's like.
Oh shit, this is recording.
Everyone.
Fuck!
Can you ask her?
Absolutely, I will.
Okay. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Now you have it all. You're the king of the Thane of Cawdor and the Thane of Glom's, just like the weird women promised you. And I suspect you cheated to win these titles. But it was also prophesied that the crown would not go to your descendants and that my sons and grandsons would be kings instead. If the witches tell the truth, which they did about you, maybe what they said about me will come true too, but shh, I'll shut up now.
Well, here's our most important guest.
If we forget him, our celebration wouldn't be complete, and that wouldn't be any good.
Tonight, we're having a ceremonial banquet, and I want you to be there.
Whatever your highness commands me to do, it is always my duty to do it.
Are you going riding this afternoon?
Yeah, who wants to know?
Are you riding far?
I'm going far enough that I'll be riding from now until dinner. Unless my horse goes faster than expected, I will be back an hour or two after sunset.
Don't miss our feast.
I will.
We hear that the princes, those murderers, have hidden in England and Ireland. They haven't confessed to cruelly murdering their own father, and they've been making up strange lies to tell their hosts. But we can talk more about that tomorrow, when we'll discuss matters of state that concern us both. Hurry up and get to your horse. Goodbye until you return tonight. Is Flans going with you?
Yes, my good lord. It's time we hit the road.
I hope your horses are fast and sure-footed, and with that I send you to them. Farewell. Oh my God!
Everyone just go home, he's not well.
No!
I'm the doctor, and I've stayed up with you for 2 nights now, and I haven't seen my evidence of what you're talking about. When was the last time you saw her sleepwalking?
Since Macbeth went to war, I've seen her rise from bed, put on her nightgown, unlock her closet, take out some paper, fold it, write on it, read it, seal it up, and then return to bed, remaining asleep the entire time.
It's unnatural to be asleep and act as if you were awake. When she is like this, besides walking and performing various activities, have you heard her say anything?
She says something, but I cannot repeat it to you.
You can tell me. You really should.
Oh shit. I will not confess it to you, nor anyone else. Basically because there's no one else to witness her speech.
End.
Long before I reward each of you as he deserves. It won't be long before I reward each of you as he deserves. My thanes and kingsmen, I name all of you earls for the first Earl of Scotland has ever had. We have had a lot to do with the dawn of the new era. We must call home all of our exiled friends who fled from the grip of Macbeth's tyranny, and we must bring to justice all of the evil ministers of this dead butcher and his demon-like queen who has rumor has it committed suicide. This and whatever else we are called to do by God. We will do it the right time and in the right place. So I thank you all, and I invite each and every one of you to come watch me at the crowned King of Scotland and Scone.
Hail King, because that's what you are now. Look here, I have Macbeth's cursed head. We are free from his evilness. I see that you have the kingdom's noblemen around you, and you are thinking the same thing as me. And I want to join me in this louder cheer. Hail King of Scotland!
Hail King of Scotland! Okay, scene.
Go.
It's fine.
Back to threaten me until the forest of Burnham gets up and moves, and I will be king for my entire natural life. But my heart is still throbbing to know one thing. Tell me, if your dark powers can see this far, will Banquo's sons ever reign in his kingdom? You look too much like the ghost of Banquo. Go away! Your crown hurts my eyes! Crown underneath your blonde hair! Ah! The one you're wearing looks just like the first Now I see a third king who looks just like the second. Filthy hags, why are you showing me this? A fourth, my eyes are bulging out of their sockets. Will this line stretch on forever? Another one! And a seventh, I don't want to see anymore. And yet, an eighth appears, holding a mirror in which I see many more men, meaning they're kings of more than one country? Horrible sight! Now I see it is true. They are Banquo's descendants. Banquo with his blonde golden hair is smiling at me, pointing to them as his.
Yes, that is true. But why do we stand there so dumbfounded? Come, sisters! Let's cheer him up and shadow him our talents. Now look what you've done. You've heard something you shouldn't have.
I still have the smell of blood on my hands. All the perfumes in Aruba cannot make... What does that say?
Just keep going.
Cannot make my little hands smell better. Oh.
What a heavy sigh. Her heart is carrying a heavy weight. Gentle woman. I wouldn't want a heart like hers, even if you made me queen. Well. The disease is beyond my medical skills, but I've known people who sleepwalked and weren't guilty of anything.
Wash your hands, put on your nightgown, don't look so frightened, I tell you again. Banquo is buried, he cannot come out of his grave.
Is this true?
To bed, there's a knocking at the gate. Come, give me your hand. What's done cannot be undone. To bed.
Will she go to bed now?
Yes, right away.
Make sure she doesn't kill herself.
I will. It's fine, it's hot going on.
My God.
I'll take it.
What?
I'll take it.
I
Can we put that in? Please put that in.
Did you get that? Oh, I'm so
Please put that in. Okay, ready? 3, they're coming. We're still rolling, right?
You were born from a woman. Swords don't frighten me. I laugh at any weapon used by a man who is born from a woman.
Turn around, you dog from hell. Turn around.
You are the only man I have avoided, but go away now. I'm already guilty of killing your whole family.
I have nothing to say to you. My sword will talk for me. You are too evil for words.
You're wasting your time trying to wound me. You might as well try to stab the air with your sword. Go fight someone who can be harmed. I lead a charmed life which can't be ended by anyone born from a woman.
Well, joke's on you. I have a C-section.
Curse you for telling me this. You frightened away my courage. I don't believe those evil creatures anymore. They tricked me with their word games, raising my hopes and then destroying them. I won't fight you.
Surrender, you coward.
I'm not going to surrender and have to kiss the ground in front of Malcolm or be taunted by the common people, even though Burnham Wood really did come to Dunsinane, and I'm fighting a man, not a woman born. I'll fight to the end. I'll put up my shield and battle you. Come on, let's go at it. Macduff and damn the first man who cries, stop, enough. Oh, God. Chopped off my head. No, my head. Oh, my God.
Go.
Okay. Don't bring me any more reports. I don't care if all the Thanes desert me. Until Burnham Wood gets up and moves to Dunsinane, I won't be affected by fear. What's the boy, Malcolm? Wasn't he born from a woman? The spirits that know the future have told me this. Don't be afraid, Macbeth. No man born from a woman will ever defeat you. So get out of here, disloyal Thanes, and join the weak and descendant English. My mind and courage will never falter with doubt or shake with fear. Where is your husband?
I hope he's not anywhere that thugs like you can find him.
He's a traitor.
You're